Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm doing good. I hope you guys are. Nervous as all get out, which means it's gonna be good. Anyone here new? Anyone not know what we're doing tonight? Anyone not seen this before? Need a little bit of rundown? I think I saw at least one person in chat, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this rundown just to help people out. Basically how this works is you guys are all collectively playing a character named Bree. Chat named them. Brie, like cheese. They're clever. And I will, at points, go, what do you guys want to do? And then I'll open up channel points. So if you have coffee points, which you get for watching, you will be able to do the add TMOTM option. If you click down at the little coffee cup mug thing at the bottom of the screen there, you should see it available right now. If you guys want to test it out, I'll refund all of them rather than spending them. You can just click that thing, and you could choose to do whatever. So like last time, I was like, what do you guys want to buy at the store? And they bought various things based on that. See, there you go. JoJo's just put farts and all that in there. And that's how it works. That's it. And then your character will react as best as I can to what you guys have said. I'm going to go and thank a couple people real quick. Zachariah Ribbit, thank you for the 16 months of support. Barabun, thank you for the 11 months of support. Platypus, thank you for the 5 months of support. Orthogonal, thank you for the gift sub. Lixa, thank you for the 14 months of support. Saving Throw, thank you for the gift sub. Let's do a brief breakdown. Last time, it was your birthday. It was also your mom's birthday. And you guys went to the market to pick up some stuff for her and for yourself. You got her a book and yourself a map. There was a guy trying to recruit people for the war that was going on, and you were like, but your friend was like, hey, we should sign up. And you decided not to. But looks like they needed a couple more people anyway. And so you got drafted. And you got a scarf from a cute girl in town named Emily. And that is where we're going to start off. Back at home. In the March of the Mice. Let me go ahead and... forgot to pull up the sound effects. I'm so sorry. Where are the sound effects? Oh, right. I had it in this. Why was I doing it that way? I was doing last minute like adjustments of some of the art for this that I totally forgot to get the audio together. Where is it? There we go. Perfect. All right. Where's this? There we go. Get a little bit of sound effects going. All right. Chapter 2. Going far from home. You wake up in your bedroom, and last night was rough. Last night was very rough. You had to deal with the fact that your mom was crying all night. She tried not to wake you. Tried not to. It's chapter 2. It's Roman numerals. Not chapter 11. It's alright, guys. She tried not to cry so loud that you could hear her through the wall, but she was clearly upset. Your dad had to take the role of the strong person in this. In the corner lies the bedding material for all your brothers and sisters who've already gone to war. And it's morning now. You've woken up after a rough night's sleep. Let me go ahead and refund all those points like I said I was gonna. Reject all. Yes, reject and refund. And let's go ahead and let you guys choose what you want to do now. I'm gonna open up a straw poll. What do you guys want to do? Let's go ahead and pause. Let's see. According to the summons for your drafting, you're supposed to get there as soon as possible the next day. Let's see. Smile. Make a present for Emily. And if you're watching this on the highlight channel, the only changes that I believe that Orthogonal Caster is making is just to take out the voting time thing, because that takes forever for me to get all this set up and sent over to the other thing. Panic. Make pancakes for Mom. Write a last will and testament. Be strong, Mom. Don't cry. Can we ask Mom if she's okay? Can we check on Mom? Sure. Allow multiple poll answers. Create poll. And then now, for anyone who's not seen it before, I'm going to post this here in chat. Can I speak up? Sure. I was turned away from the mic. Is the desktop audio too loud? All right, so now you guys vote on that. So even if you don't have coffee points, you can still be involved. Just pick what you want out of that poll, and I will try and... Still confused on what happened in the last session. The last session, you were drafted for war. There is a... it hasn't been affecting your kingdom. However, other kingdoms that are part of the council have been getting attacked by this organization that has been burning down towns and killing people. And there needs to be a way to defend against that. Additionally, the army also takes care of issues involving pirates, any sort of thing like that. All right. So now with the votes coming in, you can see, all right, cool. Most people said check on Mom, ask if Mom if she's okay, make pancakes for Mom. Let's have you go head out to the kitchen, see if you can find Mom. New series? New series. This is chapter 2. This is the second stream of it. You got drafted. You're going to the rat war. You head out to the kitchen. Your mom and your dad are already there. Are the soldiers paid well? They're paid okay. Not great. But they are given equipment based on what position they have. You head out to the kitchen where your mom and dad are already seated around the table, just hanging out. Your mom has obviously been crying a good deal of the night and is kind of just exhausted at this point, unable to really do anything else. Doesn't look like she's got any tears left in her. She sees you, but isn't able to say anything other than, "Hi, honey." Your dad just sort of gives you a nod, like, you know. Looks like the poll says that you guys want to check and see if she's okay. The answer is no. I'll let you guys hug them as a free action. I feel like that's along the same lines of what you were trying to do. So, you go and hug your parents. We should probably get things together. We're gonna have to stop by Abe's place and pick him up. He decided that he wanted to come along, wanted to join. Might drop by my town, pick up anything that we need on the journey there and back. Can we acquire mouse weapons? You will be given mouse weapons depending on your position. I'm gonna go ahead and open up redemptions, but your dad is gonna go ahead and go outside to start getting the beetle ready for the day. Didn't page. I think that's why it causes the page turn thing. I'm gonna make hug a free action. If you guys want to hug, I'll just throw it in there. I promise to come home, hug and don't let go. Craft a pickaxe. You can't do that. Just ride to Abe's house. You're calling him aberrant. Hug again. What happens to you if you just don't go? Usually you're thrown in prison or executed. You are 100% needed for the war to be able to be won. And it is, despite the fact that your country itself is not specifically involved in this war, there is the peace treaty between you, between the countries, in order to, get. Conscientious objectors are not, that's not a thing here. Let me go ahead and copy paste the poll in here. You haven't missed much. You just walked out into the living room or to the kitchen and saw your mom crying. You hugged her. You missed that. There was hugging that was involved. I explained the basic premise. Trying to make this series a little easier to get into if you miss an episode. Obviously, you don't know who Abe is if you didn't catch the first stream, but we'll meet him later, so it'll be fine. You know you're going to war for your country. I feel like that's enough information. The whole premise of this series and the failing I feel like the Town of Nowhere had was it was very, very difficult to catch what if you missed a stream. I think it was by like stream 6 or 7 that I was just like, I have no idea how to explain what was going on in that anymore. Which makes it good for VODs now that it's over, but this one I'm gonna make this one we're gonna do better about, I think. So in order, and I'm gonna be kind of bad about thanking everyone on for subs and stuff. I'll probably do it next voting period. I apologize now. Do you want me to make a chat recording of these episodes? If you want, I don't know as if I need them. But thank you. I could probably get them either way. So first off, you say, I promise to come home, Mom. She kind of just looks at you and she says, better. You better. In that sort of way where you know she wants to say other things but can't. Ask Mom and Dad if they know where our siblings were assigned in the Army. You know that a few of your siblings were assigned to the Deer Divisions, which is one of the more prestigious things, but one of the more dangerous jobs. It's got a higher fatality rate. The fact that you haven't been getting any letters back is concerning. It could just be that they're all the way on the war front itself. A few of them were able to get easier jobs, running caravans and stuff like that, but at least a couple of your family members got into Deer Divisions. The Deer have deer tanks, basically. They've got howdahs on their backs that allow them to be used like mouse tanks. Middle Deer. So you don't really need to ask that question of your mom because you already know that information. So instead of asking, you just remembered that. You tell your mom, I love you. I love you too. You hug her and kiss her. You just keep hugging and don't let go until your dad comes back in the room. Says, "All right, let's get going." You head outside. Your mom's just standing on the doorstep, unable to do anything but just stare blankly. She's tired. She didn't sleep. She's exhausted. This is not what she wanted, especially on her birthday. Rather than take points for it, is there anything you want to say to your mom before you leave for war? Just general vibe of what you guys want to say. More hugs. You hug her again. Love you, Mom. You know what will happen if you don't go. If you're not caught and killed, your parents will be held accountable for not bringing you. They know where you live. They came by your house to draft you. You give her one big, long last hug. And hop onto the cart where your dad has set up the beetle. Start rolling your way towards town. Your dad's quiet. He definitely stayed up with your mom, but is able to, you hug dad. You hug dad while you're on the ride. Listen, just promise me and your mom that you don't try and go for any deer positions. Try and get something easy. Okay? Try and get something easy, like guarding some town in the middle of nowhere or something. See if you can get a position around here. That would be great. If you got a position near here. I know that's what Abe really wants, is he wants to do that, but maybe you won't have to go out to the front itself. Maybe this whole thing will be cleaned up by the time that you get deployed. I went ahead and opened up redemptions again if you want to talk to your dad some. I'm gonna go and pause redemptions. Tell dad we'll come back and bring our siblings back with us. Become a bad musician and write songs. That's gonna be on y'all to write the songs. Last time you guys blindsided me with, what was it? Sing a rat song, and it's like, well, I can't sing any songs that are currently available. So you literally asked me to make up a song about this universe on the spot. No, guys, I can't do that. That's hard. I'm gonna go and get it so you guys can do things. Then I'm gonna thank everyone who's got who's thrown bits at me and all that jazz. Like Hover Squid just did. Thank you for the 400 bits. It's very cool of you. Thank you, Captain Hungry Spy for 44 months of support. Nested Dreams, thank you for the 3 months of support. Gay Keyboard, thank you for the 13 months of support. Curry Murmurs, thank you for the 6 months of support. Lixa, thank you for the 14 months of support. I think I got everyone. I think I thanked Lixa twice, but I think that's fine. prepare a song for next stream. I guess I need to do it now. No, I still can't write a song on the spot. I'm not good at writing music. I started talking to a guy about getting a theme tune written, and I think I'm gonna go with him, and I think it'll be good. I think you guys will like it. Rat sea shanties. By and large part, it's mostly not a thing that you guys do. You don't rats don't really go out to the sea. There is a peace treaty that is not part of the council, but the aquatic animals that are in the ocean more or less agreed to not sink ships as long as it's just for traveling and not for fishing. But generally speaking, most mice prefer to stay inland. It's safer. They don't really prefer to swim. It's dangerous and really not a whole lot of point to it. You ask your dad if he knows anything about being in the war and his take and all of that. He says, well, it all started after I was a little too old to be picked to go. But the Black Paw is an awful organization. I don't know what they're doing or why they're doing it, but I know what they are doing. Is killing and maiming. Burning the whole city down. I don't know why they're not attacking over here. Or maybe they just haven't figured out how to get over here yet. I really wish that they had, you know, tried to negotiate rather than just start some sort of civil uprising. But no one wants this. Except for them. I'm not too happy about you going, but I'm happy to see him go. Go silent for a minute. You tell him that you'll write back as much as you can. Yeah, do your best. You ask about other roles like being a medic or a cook. If you have to be a medic, then you're gonna have to be somewhere near the front, and that's it's no good. Just if you could be a cook, that'd be all right. That's probably safe. I always did like to help your mom out in the kitchen, so that'd probably be fine. Please say goodbye to Emily and everyone else for me, Dad. Sure, I'll do that one for free. No problem, kid. You'll pull up front towards Abe's place. He's standing out front with his mom. Obviously, his dad isn't there, you know, considering. Abe waves excitedly at you. Apparently, the conversation that he had with his mom was very different. His mom is obviously upset looking, but has a different intensity in her eyes. She's, you know, fussing at his clothes, saying, all right, now I need you to take care of yourself. I know you're excited, but you need to make sure that you stay safe, okay? Bad people out here. Bad mice out there. I don't want you getting hurt, okay? Abe kind of swats at her a bit. Mom! Mom! I'm a soldier now. I know, son. They have a silent moment where they're just sort of looking at each other. They hug. All right, are I guess let's get going, yeah? Where are the HUD graphics? I don't have HUD graphics. Here, hold up. Hug. There you go. Why the fuck not? I didn't think of it, okay? My, so I draw all of this inside. I have 140 layers, and each layer being a different thing. Like Abe is a drawing, and the background's a drawing, that kind of thing. I'm running out of space on, like OBS does not like how many drawings are in this. So, I kind of had to skip on some drawings. I apologize. One layer for each individual different drawing. Abe hops into the back of the cart, and you guys start heading out again. There might have to look into an alternative to putting it all in OBS. I know how to use Psy, I know how to use OBS, and that's about it. those are the things that I know how to use. So I'm just sort of rolling with what I know. That's why I don't program a game itself. I'm just sort of like going through doing stuff. I'm gonna open up redemptions and see if anyone wants to do anything. But Abe is like, he's excited. He had a hard time sleeping last night, and his tail is just going all over the place. His eyes darting around. He's just happy as happy can be. You excited too? Go ahead and pause. Redemptions. Play I Spy. What was all that with your mom? Wonder why we ever became friends with this guy. You know, he's kind of trouble. He's the kind of trouble that is fun to be around. I don't know if you guys had friends like that growing up, but just weird people that you didn't agree with 100%, but I don't know. Just kind of off-kilter weird people in your life. Am I the only one who had that experience? There's a poll in chat. I had some army officers come up to me when I was in like middle school, try and convince me to sign up. It's because I was playing paintball. I was like in the paintball aisle looking at the different guns. And I'm like, hey, you know what's like paintball? And I'm like, I'm not very good at paintball. Like middle school, I was a tall middle schooler, so I probably looked like a young high schooler. You know? I've been 6'3" for like 2 decades. like since I was like 12 or 13. So like they easily could have mistaken me for being like a young high school student. I'm 6'3". Yeah, that's right around like 2 meters tall, if I remember the metric system. Did I have a beard at 12? No, I only grew my mustache when I got older. I thought about doing like handlebar mustache when I was in middle school, and my parents talked me out of it because they have sense and I didn't because I was a child. And they're like, no, you know, I don't think that would work. I don't think that would be you know, obviously do whatever you want, but I don't think that'd be a great look on you. And glad they said that. because I would have looked like a complete tool. They saved me, yeah. Like, I was already not popular in middle school. Like, can you imagine how much I would have been mocked with, like peach fuzz handlebar mustache? Nah, it's a bad look. Play I Spy with Abe in order to make things easier, because even if Abe's excited, he was drafted too. Tell Abe that if he tries to be a hero, he'll never forgive him. Emily was not drafted. They needed they were looking for just the rough and tumble kind of people, and just didn't catch Emily's name in the lineup. It works out that way sometimes. They just sort of, went around town, saw who they could see, and I think probably because she was too shy to go out and see you, it probably saved her. Check cart for useful tools. The only things really in the cart right now are you, your dad, and Abe, and the supplies that you got with you. Not a lot, just like a bag full of basic provisions that'll give you the 1 day's journey back and forth for your dad and so on. Really nothing in the cart. Your dad made sure to clean it out. Just no real reason to bring anything else. As far as can we permanently die in this, like in Town of Nowhere? 100%, yes. They're going to war. The only possessions you've got on you really are the boots, the shoes that you got from your dad as your birthday gift, which I forgot to mention. The map that you bought, and the scarf you got from Emily. You begin to try to play I Spy with Abe. It's an interesting game when you don't have the ability to see colors, really, which is a mistake I made last time. Sort of start going, all right, I spy something sharp, says Abe. It's kind of sharp looking. Grass? No, it's not grass. Tree? No, trees aren't sharp. What? My wit? That's a pretty good one. It's a good one, Bree. Beetle horn? No, rock. Yeah, there it is. Rock. Yeah, that rock right over there. Pass a large rock. You decide to chat with Abe some after this. Abe is clearly excited about the prospect of going off to war. He doesn't really seem to care too much about the war on the alternate front. He's obviously more interested in getting vengeance for what happened to his father. It's a common thing down here that pirates will raid caravans in order to take their stuff. Unfortunately, your friend, Abe's father, ended up, instead of giving up, trying to fight against the pirates in one of these caravans. This was not a good idea and ended up with him losing his life. Pirates generally will leave you alone, assuming that you don't actually try and fight them, and just give them whatever you've got, and then leave you to it. Once they've taken whatever, you can just sort of go on your way. In fact, it's fairly common to just, get raided by pirates and them to just let you go immediately afterwards. Are there any famous pirates that you know of? Not particularly. Pirates tend to have renown more so than fame, and there are a few different ships, you should call them, or bears that go around. The Death Head being the most lauded one in this area. Pirate bears. Pirate bears. Much in the same way that you know, other the military uses deer, pirates will use bears in order to act as mobile tanks. Are they water bears? No, they're like grizzlies and such. It's generally considered not a very good idea. Deer don't usually take as much resources and are easier to take care of than bears. But if you don't really care about the area you're in and ravaging it completely, bears are great. Aren't the pirates... There aren't so much as pirates as highwaymen. Sort of. I compare them more to pirates just because of the code of conduct that they've got. Your dad kind of turns to you and he says, "We're gonna have to stop by town. Just wanted to pick up a couple things. I don't know if you need anything. I just figured we'd get something to snack on the way there." You start pulling around towards town. Some cheese, please. It's relatively early in the morning, so not too many people are out and about in the town. You're pretty much free to go and do whatever you feel like doing for the next little bit while your dad goes and gets stuff from the shop. I'm gonna go to open up redemptions. Have I played Halo 2? Are the bears like scarab walkers? If I remember what they are, yes. Same sort of idea. Go ahead and pause redemptions once we get a couple more in. Okay, that looks good. It's a lot of requests. Alright. Copy, paste. Find Brie Cheese. Go tell Emily that you love her. Look for Emily. Talk to Abe about how scared of the war you are. Check the bottom of the well for secrets. Go to the store and say goodbye to Honda, the guy who runs the store. Say goodbye to Emily and promise to write her and confess your love. What in tarnation? Oh, just say what in tarnation. All right. Acquire boots. You're already wearing boots. Get burger. You're a mouse. Look for Emily. That's already on the list. Find a cool jacket. There you go. Do we have a last name? Last names aren't entirely common for common folk. It's usually something that's just left for, like, royalty. Lineages don't tend to matter too much. Everyone kind of just goes by what they do. Was the last March on the Mice over 2 months ago? It should have been just a month ago. I'm trying to do these at the last Thursday of every month. So if you want to set your clocks to when I'm going to be doing this next time, last Thursday of the month, it gives me plenty of time to draw stuff, for it to go uploaded, for Orthogonal Caster to make the highlights, so that way it's a little easier to watch, so on and so forth. So that way it's simpler for everyone. And it just gives me time to draw because, yeah, we're reusing a lot of scenes here. this time, but that's just because, I mean, you know, this is where you are. 5 p.m. Central Standard Time is going to be the time to start for the March of the Mice, which is my standard streaming time. Currently, it is 5:44 if you're watching live. Did I link the thing? I did. Okay. You decide to spend some time looking for Emily. Depends on whether or not she's actually in town or not. Without knowing whether or not she's dropped by town today, there's no real way for you to know whether or not you'll run into her. But you do spend some time looking around different alleyways and in different buildings and just trying to get any idea if anyone or if anyone's seen her or if she's about, and don't find any information on her. What's the name of our town? It's a kind of small village in the middle of nowhere. Town is probably too big of a term. Sort of like calling, I don't know, it doesn't really have a name. It's just the town in the Dale. Let me go ahead and, you guys bought a map last time. Let's go ahead and pull that up. So here's a rough drawing of the map that you've got. You folded it over so you can kind of get an idea of just the area you're at. Went ahead and marked off the places that matter to you. You've got your home down on the bottom left, Abe's house just up the road, and then the town in the Dale where you are. Relic is apparently where they're going to be having the mice from in the nearby areas come, so that way they can meet up, get ready for being sent out. As such, the old abandoned relic is now just, you know, the rally point. It is now being referred to as Fort Relic. However, that's not an official name. The relic is some sort of human invention used for probably war of some sort. It's never been entirely clear what the relic is, but it's just sort of something that archaeologists and so on like to investigate, but there's not a whole lot to it. Anyway, that's your map. I guess my point in showing you this was that there are multiple little farms away from the town, and Emily lives in one of those. If she didn't bother to come to the market today, then you probably won't run into her, considering the distance. So that kind of scratches off all these ones about Emily. Can we add to the map as we explore the world? The map isn't very big. It really just includes your local area. It's got a little bit more area, but you're going to be heading sort of towards the relic and more north from that direction. The home and Abe markers you added yourself. You decide to go ahead and hit the store and say goodbye. You head into the store where Honda is helping out your dad with the things that he's buying. Oh, hi, Bree. How are you doing with everything? I'm going to go ahead and open up redemption so you can decide to do things again. Give me a second to complete all these. Complete. Open up redemptions. Crydab, Rev Crab. Dab on Honda. How are you? Piston. What? go ahead and pause redemptions there. All right, leave a heartfelt note for with Honda to give Emily. Cry dab crab. Good as I can get, I guess. Dab on Honda. Your dad was just trying to pick up some sunflower seeds. I know how much you like those. So I'm not really supposed to get involved in the politics of what's going on, but I hope that you stay safe out there. Generally speaking, the bird merchants are considered a neutral third party to any and all wars or so on and so forth. This allows them to do business with pretty much everyone, excluding anyone who burns them on anything. This has left some people to distrust the bird merchants, and thus they don't want to work with them. But everyone sort of knows Honda in town and knows that they're, you know, a good guy. He hasn't gone outside of town for years. They don't really trade in weapons or what have you. Mainly because metal is expensive and kind of a pain to do. Yeah, I haven't played Punch-Out, so I didn't get the piston Honda reference. Sorry. Soldiers gotta eat, yeah. Leave a heartfelt note with Honda to give Emily. Sure, yeah, next time she's in town, I'll make sure to give her this. There's definitely, like, sounds of people talking in this audio of, like, the street sounds. I don't know what they're saying, though. You guys will have to decide exactly what the contents of that letter are, but your dad kind of gives you a look, but doesn't want to say anything, but he's, you know, he's like, ooh, kind of thing, but, you know, he's being a dad about it, so he's pretending like he doesn't catch any of that. Secret. Ask him when he knows about the war. Not much. I haven't really, gone out to see. It's a good thing I got a job out here. Not much going on here. You tell him to tell Emily goodbye. He says, all right, I understand. I can't go to war. I'm just a little guy, and it's my birthday. He kind of gives you a look like your birthday was yesterday. Those are all the things that I think work without you guys attempting to defect and run. I'm a little guy, just a little guy. It's also my birthday. I got drafted on my birthday. It's still my birthday. Okay. Your dad finishes up his business getting the, Honda gives you a quick look. Your dad finishes up what he was getting and, asks if you want to get anything while you're there. Oh, I should probably open up redemptions if I'm going to do that, aren't I? Shouldn't I? Alright, there you go. What do sweets look like? There's not really much in the sweets department. Sweets are kind of hard to do, as you guys know that. Hi, Emma. Welcome. It's time for mice. Alright, if you get something like a cool hat, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I didn't draw a cool hat, so your character will have a hat, but will not be able to wear it because I don't have hat drawing technology available to me right now. I will make sure that it's available later if you guys decide to have a hat. The additional drawings for this series took, you know, the month to do. I was doing some as late as today. Just making sure I got everything in. Get the teapot, get the cool hat, candy, sunflower seeds for the trip. Your dad just bought some, so I'm going to skip that one. Teapot to brew tea and coffee like the Wild West. Write mom a postcard. Rat cookbook for rats. Secret item. No idea what that means. They don't have cheese. A cool hat made from a bottle cap. A trinket or a teapot to remind of home. Buy sweets for Emily or a cool necklace. Spyglass. Ask how much you'll buy your valuable scarf for. Get paper and glue. Buy something cool. I don't know. Cookbook. There's already rat cookbook. I assume cookbook and rat cookbook are the same thing. Copy and paste. Could I just chroma key in a drawing of a hat? I mean, no. No. Does he practice bird law? He's a merchant. He doesn't practice bird law. Also, bird law is just regular law because that's how laws work. What would bird law be if there's no other law? You don't call it human law. You just call it law. Rat law is bird law, and bird law is octopus law, so on and so forth. Humans do exist, but like they're close to extinction. You will have a bit of a wives' tale to tell if you ever see a human. Thank you, Anon, for the gift sub. It implies international law exists. I mean, yeah, I guess. The octopus are intelligent too. Yes, they run the sea kingdom stuff, which again are not technically part of the council. However, the Falling Moon tribe, the country that you're a part of, wants to include them and the bird merchants into the council so that way they can get decisions made for themselves, but the other council members, other council countries are not interested in doing that. Teapot to brew tea and the coffee. Let's see. Cool hat. You asked for a cool hat and a teapot. Maybe something for Emily. Maybe a cookbook. Well, you could get something for Emily, and I guess I could hold on to it for you while you, do what you have to do. You suggest that you could wear a teapot as a cool hat. I suppose you could. I suppose you could. your dad not wanting to argue with you on the day after your birthday and, you know, the day that, you know, you're going off to war, decides to buy you the teapot. What's the hum in the background whenever you flip the page? Me just being bad at recording audio. Sorry. Probably like the air conditioner or something. Your dad buys you the teapot. And yeah, it says, don't put this on your head, son. You could they'll give you armor if you actually end up going to the front lines. I sent you a denoised version, remember? I have to remember to switch out every single one of these. I have to individually put page turn sound effect media. And they have to be individually done. So I'd have to change all 37 slides to have that. Which, thank you. But I don't think I'll do that right now. If there's nothing else that you want to buy, and it doesn't sound like you really have... Can I replace the file? I could. I'm not going to worry about it right now. We'll have to deal with one more session of it. It's something that slipped through the cracks. Is there anything else that you guys want to get while you're here? I mean, I guess, you asked for cookbooks, but, you know, you don't want to weigh yourself down with too much stuff. Son, daughter, child, don't put this on your head. Whichever is the correct one. I apologize. What would Emily like? The store is a little bit cleaned out right now. An instrument would be nice. It's mostly stuff that you would need for around the farm that they've got here. Most of the books are fiction titles rather than non-fiction. Just something interesting to read so that we have something to do. You bought your mom, forget what, as far as a book last time. What is that item behind the bird merchant? The map? I forgot to erase it, but it's, you know, probably another copy of the map that you own. I think it was an adventure novel. Right. That's the secret. I mean, you already have the map. Here it is. You're looking at it. The item behind Honda's head. It's a vase of some sort. There's a hat behind him, but you already have a tea kettle. I guess I could open up the straw poll to see if you guys want to do anything else. Complete. Copy, and... Oh, that's the wrong thing to do. Yeah, open up redemptions, see if there's anything else. You probably don't want to buy too much because, like, you are going to war and they may take things from you, or, you know, at least, you know... The item left of Honda, that's his hat. That's Honda's hat. Alright, let's go ahead and pause redemptions. Copy, paste some things over to the new straw poll. I just copy pasted it to chat. Whew. I did not sleep well last night. I had the weirdest dreams. We had like a crazy thunderstorm last night. There was a thunderclap that went on for like at least a solid minute. We had like a tornado warning, I think. It was wild, man. Thought about recording it, but I was too tired. Took sleep medicine so that way I'd sleep through the night because I knew I'd be freaking out about this and worrying about this. War cheat codes he could sell you. Ask if rats get buzz cuts. Make a Team Fortress 2 reference. This is like post-human society. Like, everything's fine, yeah. It doesn't sound like that we had any hail damage. I think my wife would have probably brought it up. Front of my windows got blown out. Lots of trash. Jesus. Yeah, we're okay. I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's all thunder here. Oh, right. You know what I did and then didn't bother to, like, add to any of these? Here, hold up. Let's see if this actually looks good or not. You guys will have to tell me. Does this look like a bookmark? Can I vote against everything? You could vote all of these things if you wanted. Vote. Needs a little tassel on the top? I think so. Let's see. You decide to ask Honda for a goodbye hug. Let me go ahead and make the thing go away. Well, you ask him for a goodbye hug, and he just kind of looks at you. He goes... You guys can vote multiple times. Vote for all the things you want to do. This is a consensus system, not a democratic system. Like, I'm trying to get the vibe of what you guys want to do as, like, a collective, you know? Say, can we get a hug? Like a hug goodbye? Kind of just looks at you and goes, okay. I guess. You hug Hondo. This is the first time that you've hugged Honda. He doesn't put a whole lot of heart into it. You put on the tea hat and make a horrible little pun for the tea hat pot hat along the lines of drying pan to lighten the mood. This concerns and confuses everyone. Okay. You ask about the painting in the wall. The painting in the wall is just a simple drawing of the a field somewhere. It says that's where I had my first shop. I just thought it was a nice drawing. Someone from that town decided to stares at you still wearing a pot on your head. Decided to do it for me. You ask him about magic. I don't know anything about that. There's definitely people in this universe who do believe in magic. Honda does not appear to be one of them. Yeah, your dad paid for the pot and is now confused on why you're wearing a pot on your head. Well, thank you, Honda, says your dad as he heads out the door. We should go find Abe. Let's go. Head outside and see Abe hanging out near the cart. He's clearly ready to go. You say, "Look, Dad, I'm a pothead." No, you don't say that. I would have to have you guys vote to say that because that's such a bizarre thing to do. Also, that has like a vernacular like thing that does not make sense in this universe. Okay, how about this? Pothead. Yes, no. I'm not even gonna use points for it. Just yes, no. Do you want to call yourself? Hey, Dad, I'm a pothead. There's a poll for you. Why can't rats smoke weed? Why would rats think to... Maybe just rats haven't gotten around to it. You know? I've turned this teapot into a brie pot. What? What is a brie pot? That's better? The brie pot is better? Okay. Say that instead. Say both. You start trying to come up with teapot-related puns. This is generally confusing for everyone. Is Brie alright? Your dad kind of looks at you. You alright, kid? Brie is your character's name, yes. Chat says no. This is a child before war. Fair. Well, I guess we should go ahead and get going then. You hop back into the cart, wearing the... Put the teapot away for a minute because I have no idea how to... I can't draw the teapot for every scene that you're in from here on out just yet. Just like the map shows, after driving by Abe's place and then to town, you start making your way towards the forest, towards where Fort Relic is. I don't suppose you can just grab a stock. I'm trying to keep the aesthetic on point. You know, like a hand-drawn fairy tale book kind of thing. And, it wouldn't really fit the art style. After a bit of time just sort of sitting quietly, eating sunflower seeds, I'm going to go and open up redemptions and let you guys decide to do things if you want. You haven't ever really been all the way out to the forest before. Your friend Abe's got a tree next to his house somewhat, but... that's about as close as you've ever been to a tree. Gonna go ahead and pause that. Ask Dad if he knows about the relic. Ask Dad about the relic. Sing a song. Ask if there are any technomancer roles. Tell Dad you love him. Apologize for the teapot scene. Explain that you were stressed. Are you proud of me, Dad? Ask if the forest is dangerous. Ask what the furthest Dad's ever traveled is. Pass the time by playing a game with Abe. Attempt to make tea. Tea usually requires you to have hot water. It's a lot easier to make tea with hot water. It's about jiggling the atoms in the tea leaves. There you go. Cold brew? I don't think that works. You got spit? What? Mammals can produce hot water in their bladders. That's called piss. I'm not letting you do that. This is not JoJo. Yeah, ask Dad if he knows anything about the relic or what the relic is. I've never seen it myself. I've traveled to the town just down the road and done some trading with them, but never seen it. Kind of interested to know. Never really bothered, never really needed to. It'll be exciting. Abe perks up. Yeah! This is gonna be great, Bree. Listen, once you get over all the nerves, it's gonna be great. We're gonna do some good stuff out there. Make the world a better place, you know? You apologize to your dad for the teapot scene and explain that you're stressed. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Don't worry. I think we're all stressed. You tell your dad that you love him. It says, I love you too, Bree. You ask him if it's dangerous. Abe kind of perks up, but doesn't say anything. Yeah, it can be, but haven't heard about anything recently. As far as you're aware, Abe's father died in perhaps not this forest, but a nearby forest when attacked by pirates. Why do I have this tagged as just chatting and not D&D? Because if I tag it as D&D, some guy will report me for, what was it, miscategorization. Had that problem. So I've changed it to just chatting because that way I don't get flagged for that. Because it's technically not D&D. It's something D&D adjacent. Got in trouble for that during Town of Nowhere. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. People be jerks. I hate to play D&D with that guy. I think he was probably just jealous that I had more viewers than he did. But, you know. Let's see. Maybe do one more redemption, I guess. Give you guys some options. Like, I don't mean to be like that, but honestly, like, you know, not the most popular streamer out there, but I got more viewers than a lot of people do. And I'm gonna just leave the redemptions up real quick. I'm gonna go pee real fast. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's see what ended up getting added. Go and pause redemptions, because I'm sure that's been more than enough. Alright, play another round of I Spy, give Ringo few pats. That's the name of the beetle. Devour all of the seeds. Doze off. Ride on Ringo's saddle head. Hug your dad. Hugging your dad is a free action. You hug your dad. Collect leaves from the plants growing on the side of the road. Hey, what are you going to do if they don't put you in the front lines? Ask if there's any tech roles in the army. Come up with an epic song. Ask if there's anything dangerous in the woods. Yeah, pirates and animals. You're still a mouse. World's still a bit of a dangerous place to be. Ask your dad if he can come up with a better pun than Brie Pot. Think about eating dirt and decide it's never responsible to eat dirt ever. Stay off the road for a bit. Ask Abe if he knows any good jokes. Sing a song, but don't actually sing. Just say that we did. Thank Dad for raising us. Rat Jam. Just do a little dance. And great pull. Copy and paste. There you go. Sorry about that. Just I drank like a whole bunch of water before stream because I was just freaking out. I don't know why that was like my go-to thing to do. Panic hydration, I guess? I was like, I don't want my throat to be all messed up. If my throat's messed up, then I won't be able to stream. If my throat's all messed up, I'll be, you know? I'm a weird person, Chad. I don't know if you guys know that. Alright. You thank your dad for raising you. Says, Bree, you're a great kid. Always have been. Really easy kid to raise. You know? Never caused any trouble. Never did anything wrong. Never really had to ground you for anything. You're a good kid, Bree. Thank you for being a good kid. You turn to Abe and say, what are you gonna do if they don't put you on the front lines? Be honest, Bree, I don't really want to be on the front lines. I don't really care what's going on at the war front or anything like that. I'm just worried about taking care of my mom around here. Get rid of those pirates. If I have to go to war to save this country, I guess that's fine. Yo, okay then, that's better than I thought. Please take care of your health. Abe, that's not how it works. He's a child. He thinks that he gets to choose these things. Abe, as you can tell, seems very hell-bent on just getting revenge for what happened to his father. Whatever is going on with this war seems to be absolutely no concern of his. He hears about these things, about the atrocities that are going on, and to some level, I think everyone dislikes the idea of people being murdered in the streets. He has definitely a reference point for how bad that is, but it becomes clear over the course of the conversation that for him, that's not really why he wants to go. You try and give Ringo a few pats, but it's kind of hard from here, and decide to try and not fall off the wagon. You ask your dad if there's anything in particular he wants you to write about. Just write often. Your mom just wants to hear that you're okay. As long as we get letters from you regularly, she'll know you're alright. I know that the mailing system's a little funky. It's a little hard to get letters out, considering. but just make sure you write your mom a lot. Write both of us. We'll send updates on our siblings if we find them. It's good. The cart continues to go on for a while, and it's a bit of a boring ride, all things considered. The stress of the last night kind of takes over, and you find yourself drifting off to sleep. Letter recap, like the Town of Nowhere notebook. That'd be good. You fall asleep for a little while, kind of resting your head on your dad's shoulder. He tries his best not to move. It's not the comfiest, you know, ride in the world to be riding in the back of a cart, but he does his best to stay still. When you wake up, you find that you've already somehow entered the forest. You're making your way along the trail. Like most of the rest of the journey, it's mostly boring, but trees are massive. You never really expected that there'd be this many of them, or that they were as big as this. They seem to go on forever. Yell at Abe, yo, I spotted something tall. You've seen these trees from miles and miles away before, but never bothered to go close to them. It's impossibly far from the town you were raised in. The trunk in the background is a decent distance away. Allow options as you just sort of continue to roll down the road, go and open up redemptions. You start looking around, just marveling at the sights of these massive trees, just trees that reach towards the sky. Abe claimed that he broke his tail falling out of a tree. Seeing this many up close brings that whole thing into question. Off to the side of the road, you hear a small rustle and you see the head of a deer slowly walking along the trail alongside y'all. Go ahead and pause redemptions. Go ahead and resist urge to eat dirt. Makes sense that there'd be deer out this far. I mean, the military is having a rendezvous point somewhere nearby. Search for potentially dangerous forest animals. Count all the leaves on a tree. Become one with nature and whistle a rat tune. Ask what your dad can forage here. Smell, but do it really hard. Grab bark and make a shield. Yell at the trees and ask if Abe really fell. Look for tea plants growing in the forest. Call Abe's bluff about falling out of a tree. Ask Abe how he really broke his tail. Examine deer. Watch deer. Create poll. Copy. Paste. Deer are one of the animals, much like beetles, that really didn't get around to evolving or creating culture. Deer sort of hit the limits of what deer are able to do. right around when humans were a thing. And they really haven't changed much since then. Mice have attempted to cultivate and at least somehow breed them to be able to make better war animals, but in other words, staring at a deer as a mouse is about as weird as staring at a deer as a human. Just sort of there. Has enough time for any significant mutations in animals post-nuke. You know, there's been a few. It's been a while, but you know, like I said, humans are still around in small numbers. It's just not. Humans are no longer the dominant species and are not going to be dominant. Deer are huge, right? They're bigger than dogs. They're like, if you've ever seen a deer, they go up to about my shoulder. Their heads. You start to ask Abe how he really broke his tail. And while you do that, you decide you're going to examine the deer that's kind of following along the side of the road with you. Abe says, I fell out of a tree, you know? It happens, you know? If you climb up trees, you're gonna fall out of trees, man. As you watch the deer, you notice that that's not a deer. You start to tell your dad that something's wrong, but as you start to move forward a little bit more, the deer starts to make a sudden move around the side of some bushes. Your dad sees what you're saying as the deer comes around the corner of the bushes. The bear comes around the corner, and it is clear that you are not facing a deer anymore. A few mice climb down from the bear, and your dad, understanding what the situation is, stops the beetle, stops Ringo from going forward anymore, and hops out. Abe hops out as well as the two mice approach you. One's armed with a gun, the other's armed with a club. Neither of them look like they really want to have any sort of conversation with you. I'm going to go ahead and open up redemptions, let you guys decide what to do. Abe is, unsurprisingly, ready to fucking throw down. Abe looks about ready to just break some noses. I'm going to go ahead and pause redemptions there. Alright, grab Abe, run into the bushes. Running is not a good idea. There are turrets on that bear, and the bear runs faster than you. Hold Abe back. Tell Abe to shut up. I have a little bit of time, I suppose, to prepare before they start heading over. Offer the pirates some of your nice, warm, lovely brie tea. You made it yourself. Let Dad handle it. Relax and don't do anything stupid. Yo, cool hat. Become the Dovahkiin. You have no idea what that means. Pay the troll toll. Just ask what you want. They want. Remind them that you are a war veteran and you will not stand for this. Results. You decide to try and grab hold of Abe and hold him back. You're very much aware of what he'd end up doing if given a chance. Stay relaxed and try not to do anything stupid, and let your dad handle it. Your dad asked what you were thinking of asking. What can we do for you? Pirates, as they approach, don't say much of anything aside from, listen, you know what this is. I ain't spending any time making any requests. Just give me what you got, and we'll be gone. We want your stuff, not your life, but we'll take that too if we gotta. Abe is absolutely furious, and it's clear to you now that there may be some truth in his ability in climbing trees. He's definitely strong enough to be able to do that. Whether or not he actually was able to is a different thing entirely. One of the mice, the one wearing the hat, starts ravaging through your cart. I don't got anything. What the hell are you guys doing out here? You know this is a highway, right? This is where you go if you're gonna go to between towns. Going out in the middle of nowhere for nothing? You say, we're poor. We got drafted. We got drafted. Alright, alright. I guess we could take that scarf? I don't know. This is a tremendous waste of time, you know that? He says to the other mouse. Boss gets what he wants, man. Gonna go ahead and open up redemptions again. Why are we even... They start to have a conversation with each other, not even really paying attention to your presence, fully aware that they could kill you with either the bear or the gun if it came down to it. Why are we even bother raiding caravans this small? What is he even thinking? I'm voting him out next time. If you want to get that started, then we can get that started next time that we're on ship. But right now, we're in the middle of a heist. We're in the middle of robbing these people. And we can't have this conversation right now. Pee his pants. Do not give them the scarf. Give them the scarf or else we will die. Invoke parlay. Dead mom gave it to us. Lie. Do not touch the scarf. Offer teapot. Take the scarf. Give the boots and the pot. Try and make a deal to keep the scarf. Cry a little but obey. It says sigh a bit but obey, but I assume that's what that means. I apologize for sneezing. Fight. Sacrifice teapot. Save scar. Y'all are some terrible pirates. Offer teapot. Offer self as hostage. Scarf is government property. If they see you with it, you'll be hunted. Cry uncontrollably. For anyone who missed the last episode, this scarf was given to you on your birthday last session by a cute girl in town who stuttered out the whole thing of why she was giving it to you in the first place. Your dad points out that you don't really have any money on you. You guys just came from town and didn't really expect to buy anything else. So there was no real point in bringing any other cash. This is not something that really pleases the pirates to hear. If you're going to bother, you know. Oh, sorry. There you go. There's the pull. Vote. Sorry, I forgot to put the bookmark on them, but I'm glad you guys like the vote thing. Can we distract the pirates? Do you have a plan to do that? Anything is possible in this game within reason. If you guys have like a solution on how to do that, I'm totally down with you guys doing that. Your mom is not dead. No, that's a lie. The lie is A, that your mom is dead, and B, that, yeah. Boggling is like purring for rats and mice. I did not know this was a thing until I was linked to like 5 different people telling me about boggling. I was the first Boggle poster. It was me, Gandalf. You offer him the teapot. Well, that's good. Yeah, we'll take that. Dad says, we really don't have anything. I've got my satchel if you want that. Got anything in it? No, just some sunflower seeds. Something to eat on the way. Bedroll just in case it gets late. It's such a waste of time. I'm taking the scarf though. I'm taking your teapot and your scarf. Sunflower seeds, I guess. Your mom is not dead. No. Taking anything else you got and then we're getting out of here. It's a waste of time. Abe absolutely will not have this. Don't you dare land a hand on Bree. That was from Emily. You're not allowed to take that. Abe brushes the pirates and attempts to take a swing, but is unable to make any sort of collision before the actually trained pirate smacks him upside with a club. He hits the ground like a sack of seeds. He's still alive, but definitely down for the count. He's still breathing, you can see, but he's down for now. Why do people always gotta fight? You think you're gonna get anything? You think this is... What do you think this is? We're robbing you! I'll give you guys another chance to redeem some stuff if you guys want to. Okay, opened up redemptions. Peon scarf. Mercy kill Abe. Abe is fine. He's just knocked down. He's fine. Like, you don't need to, like, you don't need to hurt Abe more. That will not achieve anything. Pee on them. Hug Abe. It's like, when your friends, like, get, like, I don't know, they, like, trip and, like, you know, skin their knee or something, you're like, well, nothing that can be done. And then just, like, Mercy killed him on the spot. Like, yeah, he got hit upside the head and hard. But he's still awake. He's still moving. He's just like, damn it. Kill pirates. Use Ringo as a distraction. If you want to elaborate on that when I get back to looking at chat. Pee on the scarf. A lot of people are saying pee on the scarf. Let me be straight up with you guys. I'm not going to allow you to pee on the scarf unless you explain exactly how the hell that's going to help you. Convince them that the scarf is worthless. Begin crying at them and let them take the scarf, but they'll have to take you off your crying face. Cast Fireball. You do not have that ability. Try to live. That's what we all do. Check on Abe. Offer a rat song and rat dance. Rat jam. The army is expecting us. If you kill us, they'll hunt you down. Sicko mode activated. Copy pasting everything as fast as I can. Make fake stuff out of dirt and give it to him. If I die, it's in the scarf. Pull on the pirate's heartstrings. Ask them and beg them to let you keep the scarf. It's from someone you love. Dang, you guys are hardcore. I actually literally can't add all of these on here. Hijack bear, protect... so I'm going to get rid of the ones that don't make sense. Like piss on things. And replace them with ones that you can do. Like seduce pirates. Because we literally hit the limit that straw poll let me add answers to. Copy. Paste. I'm not going to let you piss on random things. That's weird, guys. Your mods were suggesting piss. You know, I expect that from them. But, you know. We're 13, remember? Yes, you guys are 13. It's better than pissing on them. That's a fucking weird thing to do. Why would you do that? They don't want a pee scarf, though? I'm going to link this again in chat because I think chat was going real fast the first time I linked it. I own rats. Pissing on things is a very common thing that they do all the time. Let us pee on the scarf. No, no! It's weird. Ask them to let you keep the scarf. It's from someone you love. Well, ain't that just sweet? I don't care. Listen, man, like, is it really even worth it to take it from the kid? Like, what's it even worth? Why are we even stopping them? If we're not gonna take stuff from them, we got a teapot. You want that? You think the boss man's gonna be happy if we just bring back a teapot and that's it? The scarf isn't worth killing anyone over, you say. Just walk away, man. I killed better people than you for less of a reason than this. Give me the scarf. Looking at the expression on his face, he seems very much like he means it. Break their backs, make them humble. Pull on the pirates' heartstrings. They don't care. You decide to try and make a move at taking the pirates down by attacking them. I guess. You rush forward in exactly the same way that Abe did, hoping that you can maybe dodge the swing this time, but achieve nothing in the process and hit the ground too. Your head hurts like crazy. Come on, Rev. It was literally on the list of things to do. Mercy kills self. I let you guys decide. It was literally on the things. Do you guys not? Okay, how about this? We'll go back. I'll let you guys choose again. Do you guys want to not do that? I didn't vote for that. Okay. Yeah, but okay, not that many people. Okay. We'll retcon that. We'll retcon that Bree took a rush towards the pirates. We'll say you didn't. We don't want the piss vote. Okay. We're going to retcon attacking them because so many people in chat complained and the percentage was actually fairly low. I'm used to not having this many options and I'm not going to let you guys piss on things. No, that's weird. It's really weird. Your dad just looks at you, saying that you have some inkling to try and rush them, but decide against it. How about that? Um, Pissing on. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make an option here. Piss on the scarf. I'll let you guys decide. Yes? No. Allow multiple answers, create poll. Pee on the thing that is one of the defining features of it is that it smells good because the girl that loves you wore it in flowers for you. You guys really want to carry around a piss scarf? A majority of chat is against the pissing. You opt not to piss on the scarf and opt not to try and fight the pirates because, generally speaking, that's a horrible idea. Everything about those two ideas is horrible. Your dad just looks at you. He knows how much this means to you, but says, just give him the scarf, Bree. It's not worth getting hurt over. We need to do something for Abe as soon as possible. You pretty much got two options here. Give him the scarf or don't. If you don't give it to him, there's a high likelihood that you, your father, and Abe could get horribly injured. I'm going to go ahead and open up a poll. I saw one person say tear off a piece. I'm going to go and put that on the poll. Tear off a piece. Alright. Try to rip off a piece to keep. Give them the scarf, but only if you're attached to it as a hostage. Relent while crying really pathetically. Okay, hold up. We need to pause redemptions. There's too many now. Just give them the scarf. Make them tear it from your tear-soaked face. Crying is a free action. If you want to cry, you can do that now. Actually, someone already put cry on the list, so we'll go ahead and have you vote for it. But if you feel like, ask them to join as a pirate. They can get a new recruit. Bluff and pretend the scarf has recently been pissed on. Tear off a piece of the scarf and keep it a secret. Offer yourselves over. Take the scarf off and throw it real far. Ask them their names. Steal a piece of the pot too. That doesn't make sense. The bear suddenly kills the entire party. Kappa. Cry. Sell Abe to the pirates so you can keep the scarf yourself. Okay. Posting in chat so you guys can do it. Did I just rejoin to police brutality? No, these are pirates. I can see why you'd be confused, but these are pirates. Pirate brutality. More socially acceptable because it's sort of what you expect from pirates. Have I ever read Dive Quest? I haven't even heard of it. When did I turn this into Lisa? I have not played Lisa. I don't know who Abe is. He's the guy who tried to, like, punch out the pirates for you so you could keep your scarf. And ended up getting blindsided by a club. Have I watched The Legend of Nim? I believe that was one that someone recommended that I do, and I don't think I have. No. Someone says the pirates have been relatively chill, in which they've been accused of having Stockholm Syndrome, for anyone who's not watching chat. Anon, thank you for the gift sub. That's very cool of you. You decide you're going to try and rip off a piece to keep. It's a little bit harder than you thought, emotionally and physically, to rip a piece of this scarf. And try and keep it secret. The pirates just kind of look at you like, what the hell are you doing? Because they're looking at you. Don't do that. Give it here. Oh, shit. Conveniently timed deer, you say. They say, what? And then somehow that actually ends up being true. A conveniently timed deer appears. It has the flag of the council on it. The deer hops the bushes from the other side and lands stoically, allowing the cannons to rotate. The pirates bail immediately. They begin shooting at the bearer in order to get them to run. Ending up not stealing anything, they just end up walking away, running back to the bearer as it takes off. Shit, man, it's a trap. Get out of here. The scarf is fine. They dropped the teapot and they just bailed. You take cover behind the cart while you wait for the artillery to go off. A few seconds later, Mouse drops down from off the deer and comes on over. Did they die? No, they bailed. It takes a lot to kill a bear, though. The pirates seem to have thought that it was a trap and ran. You can hear several other deer running around. They have a bear, but how many, deer can a bear take in a fight? Pirates are generally speaking fighting through opportunity. A mouse in military fatigues walks over. Y'all alright? Abe picks himself up and dusts himself off. Fuck, I wanted that top hat. You realize you were the one being robbed, right? You don't get to rob the guy robbing you. That's exactly the opposite of how it works. I've opened up redemptions. I'm gonna go and pause that. Thanks, but your hat is stupid looking. No thanks to you, you fez fucker. It's, I based it off of, like, American military hats, not a fez, but okay. Cry and say, yeah. Talk about how funny the deer koi. I see what you did there. Looked. Thanks, I guess. Confess that you wanted that guy's top hat. Say thank you to the soldier and say yes. Hug Abe. Ask for the top hat. Ask him if he has a cool hat. Oh, okay. It might have been based on the British uniform. I was looking at stuff from around like World War One, World War Two, military fatigues. Make sure okay, I did post it. Good. You decide to hug Abe. He says, "I'm all right, man. Don't worry. I'm all right." Come up with the only rational conclusion that we have deer summoning magic. You decide that you have the ability to summon deer. You have absolutely no reason to believe this other than narrative reason that you feel like you should be able to do that. Did Rev draw all of these? Yes. Everything in this game is something that I made. Morbid Safety, thank you for the 29 months of support. You decide to thank the soldier. Thank you for saving us. And you decide to tell him, you have a cool hat. He says, thanks. Really just trying to get over to Fort Relic and heard that bear over there. We've sent a couple of more deer going after him. They take anything from you? Your dad pipes up. No, we were just we're heading over to the Relic as well. Did you make the stock audio? Okay, no, I didn't make the stock audio. I did my best, okay? I drew all the pictures and made the story. We're headed that way as well. These two got drafted. Yeah, that's pick up the teapot. You pick up the teapot, sure. You decide to confess to Abe that you wanted that guy's top hat. He kind of gives you a look like, dude, what? Well, if y'all want, since we're heading the same direction, y'all can follow us and we can get you there safely. Not really in the business of going after pirates right now. We're trying to get everyone together so we can go out to the war front, but, you know, since we're headed the same way. Your dad agrees to this and be helpful. The bear is gone. You can't drive, take, or do anything to the bear. It is nowhere near you anymore. Let's see. Where is it? Nope. There it is. He gets back into the howdah of the deer and you guys get back into the cart. Abe kind of just nurses his wound and says, "No, I could have taken him, right? I had that. If we had just jumped him as soon as they got there, I think I could have taken him." You say, "No, Abe. No, you didn't have that." Your dad agrees without saying anything, but kind of nods his head. And the bear, Abe, you mentioned? I would have worked it out. He spent a little bit more time just having little discussions with Abe. Trying to discuss whether or not you would have had any chance, or if he would have had any chance in beating a bear in hand-to-hand combat. I did climb a tree. I could climb a bear. What's the difference? the forest starts to part some, and you start to see the fort as it's been set up. Deer mull around as you start to approach the fort. Your car comes to a stop. Your dad lets you out and says, "All right, I guess this is where you guys go." I love you, Bree. Cry, and you decide to cry and hug your dad and say, "I love you too." You can't pee on your dad. That's a weird thing to do. Hugging dad is a free action. Telling him that you love him is a free action. Is Abe coming with us? Yeah, Abe is coming. Yeah, he got drafted too. I mean, he Les got drafted and more like aggressively acted like he wanted to be drafted until the guy made sure that he would. So and that's about all I've drawn for this session. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys had a good time. But that is going to be it for today. Why is that sign so big? Because it was the first drawing I did for this series, I think, using the program. The deer thing was pretty cool. Thanks for the stream. Well, before you guys head out, let's check and see if there's any art. I'm really, really happy you guys like this. I always worry that you guys aren't gonna. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 new arts. Stick around for people drawing arts. You just spent like 2 hours looking at my art. Spend 5 minutes looking at someone else's art, if you will. Art is hard. Do we have a subreddit? We do. It is, crap, does anyone have a link to it? I believe it's on the Town of Nowhere one. So the Town of Nowhere, if you go to this one, you can also go to the March of Mice. It redirects to here. You guys could have discussions on there, what you want to talk about, all that kind of jazz. Yeah. The Town of Nowhere was the last series I did, and I'm trying my best to make this one a little easier to get into. If you guys weren't here for the first session, let me know how I did on that front. But in the meantime, Anna LRK made this one, this art of, God, the sad scene with mom and dad in the kitchen, and Bree. Very cool art. Thank you so much. I pulled open the same one twice, I guess. Thank you, Anna, again. We got this one from Zachariah Ribbit of Bree with the scarf. I love that. I like how we've all agreed that the scarf is red. We just know, right? We're all aware that the scarf has to be red, right? Like, I just feel like that's the case. Everyone's drawing it as a red scarf, you know? Then we got this one from Punstar Tracer, which looks like it could be in like a children's book. It says Brie Pot. I love this. It's adorable. This is so cute. And then we got this one from Byther. War material. Breeze to meet you. Cute. I don't know if mice can see color, the color red. I thought they couldn't see any colors. But I may be mistaken on that point. I didn't know about boggling prior to this. So, thank you guys so much for the art. Thank you guys for being here and hopefully enjoying this. I mean, the whole not seeing color things just sort of works out because then I don't have to justify why everything's in brown. um, they can't distinguish between red or yellow. Okay. Anyone who knows anything about mice, let me know. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Check in on the first session if you missed it. There's a version of it on the highlights channel that is the same thing, but without voting. Like the vote time is not there, so you can just, see it. Some people are saying there's more art. Let's go ahead and just check the Boru. Oh, there is a new one. Oh, we got this one from My Melody. I'm just a little guy. Can't go to war. It's my birthday. I'm just a little guy. Aw. Thank you. This is from My Melody. The Town of Nowhere VODs are also up on the highlights channel if you want to see that. Did I see yours, Figgy Friend? I will go ahead and check. Did you tag me? I don't see it. But thank you guys for the art. Showed off all these. That was very cool. It's under the March of the Mice tag. Shouldn't it appear up on the front page? The March of the Mice. Find. Okay. I found that one. Why is it only finding that one? That's weird. Next. Okay, that one was from that. I don't think it found it. I think these are all from last time. Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and go. They may have met on Tumblr. Oh, crap. Hold up. Let me relog into Tumblr because it kicked me out of my Tumblr. I'll log in and I'll check it real quick. Email. Yep, that email doesn't have one. Okay. Yeah, the Boru is the best way to post art. It makes it easier for me to find it. Passworded the March of the Mice. Also, you could always put it on the Reddit recent. Let's see. Oh, we got this one from Golden Chocobo. Let me just drag this over here. Can you see this? Let's see. Yeah, you guys can. So you got Emily and Dad and Mom and Abe and Bree and the Recruiter Mouse. I love this. This is great. This is a different style, but I really like the amount of work that you went into it. It's really cool. It's very, what's his name? George Bluth? Is that the correct name? And it's got some details here. I drew some mice characters of Rev's March of the Mice. I previously drew them while you were streaming the first episode. Thought I'd redefine the ones I drew and add some other characters too. I guess they were just character sheets for when I want to draw these guys again, which is hopefully soon. Reference a lot of cartoon mice, some of which are obvious in their designs. I also wasn't sure if Bree had a shirt or not, but the other mice had clothing, so I tried to add and complement the red scarf. And then you got this. There was one that someone did the other day. I gotta find it. Here. Look at this. This is so cool. Someone did a little Brie. Like they crocheted it. Fairly certain that's crochet. Let me, so well done. This is from March of the Mice on Tumblr. Isn't that cool as hell? So cool. And then you got this one, and it's the same thing, but in blue. So cool. Merch stuff will probably happen similar to the Town of Nowhere. It's very much dependent on what you guys how popular a series gets and whether or not you like it. If you guys really want merch, Um, there's got to be enough of a following for this to justify it, to get the stuff made. How does it feel to have artwork derived from something you made? Amazing. If any of these things are like popular enough that justify like me talking to Ownage or someone like that into making it, it's on the borrow. This guy. Yes, thank you, Figgy friend. This looks great. It's Bree just hanging out with their little scurf. It's cute. The merch for the mice. So that's on y'all to make it popular enough that I can be like, yeah, we're gonna be able to sell like 50 of these things, you know. So you know, tell your friends about this series. If you want things other than just, I guess, shirts. Shirts are easy to do. Little plushies and scarves, maybe the flags from this universe, that kind of thing. That was all stuff that I was thinking, yeah, we could do merch of that. Pins are cool ideas, sure. All that are things that we can do. The more complex the thing, the harder it is for me to art book would be very difficult. But yeah. Go tell your friends. I'm gonna go and go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Brr.